The event itself, do you remember attending it?
Oh, yes.
Tell me what you recall about attending the event.
It was the greatest event. It was wonderful. And I sat right next to, who did I sit next to? I think Hillary, or maybe I sat next to, I don't remember, but Peter and his wife sat on one side of the Clintons. My wife, I, and my daughter sat on the other side of them, on the same row. And I was the fellow when the event started. I got up and made the speech like the master of ceremonies, introducing, you know, telling everybody what it was about, and introducing the president. And it was the most glamorous evening I can remember in my whole life.
I want to take you back before the event actually started. Did you have a private meeting with the president?
I don't know how to answer that. We met him. Peter and his wife, and my wife and me, and my daughter, and there may have been one or two other people. I can't remember who they were. We waited at the place where the president's limo was going to arrive. We stood there, and finally the car arrived, and the bodyguards all came out, and then the president and his wife got out, and his daughter, and it seems to me we said just a few words to them as they got out. We greeted them.
Were at any point either you and Mrs. Clinton or Mr. Clinton discussing the president coming to work in some capacity with Stanley Media after he left office?
I don't think I ever discussed that. I don't think I'd have had the nerve to ever say anything like that.
Do you recall Peter discussing that with either the president or
he might have. I didn't hear him, but he certainly was talking at times when I wasn't listening.
Who arranged for the seating? I mean, how was it that you came to be sitting next to the president?
Well, I always assumed that Peter arranged everything. I mean, he could do no wrong. He just did everything. So if I had to guess, I mean, when I was there, I assumed Peter had hired the people, he had arranged the seating, he did everything. But I don't know that for a fact.
Your assumption was that Peter had arranged for this entire event?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember discussing with Peter whether you would put up any money for any of these political events?
No, I don't remember discussing that.
Okay. Do you remember telling him that, you know, you weren't? Do you remember telling him you weren't going to put up a penny of any of your money for a political event?
Again, that's the type of thing I would have said, but I don't remember saying it.
Okay. And is it your understanding that you didn't contribute anything, or you weren't supposed to contribute anything for this event?
I didn't contribute anything.
Do you know if the Clintons were aware that you were or were not contributing anything for any of these events?
Oh, I have no idea.
Okay.
I have no idea whether they even thought about it.
It's Peter laughing.
It's Peter laughing.
The host.
And the top of the page, it identifies you as being the host?
Yep.
Okay.
Gosh, I ought to take this page and hang it up somewhere.
As Exhibit 8, a copy of an article that appeared in the August 17th Washington Post about you. On the second page of this article, which is by Lloyd Grove, it's called The Reliable Source. Down in the middle, there's a statement attributed to...
Down here?
I can give you my highlighted...
Oh, great.
A statement attributed to a spokesman for Mrs. Clinton's Senate campaign saying... Stan Lee donated $100,000 to cover some expenses for the event. Have you ever...
That has to be the check that I gave Peter.
Okay.
And for which I received one immediately in return.
Okay.
I never had $100,000 to donate to anybody.